Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool just drew 0-0 with Bury. As far as a pre-season game goes, as far as an exercise goes of getting fit, it was good. I mean, look, Bury defended really well. We should have won the game, but look, you need to come up against these teams that are going to give everything just to make sure that you're having to give everything to try and score a goal. There's no use coming up against Dross and then just spanking them 11-0 or whatever. You've got to come up against these teams, be able to break them down. If you can't break them down, then there's a lot of areas there that can be addressed in training, and I think it's going to be a good thing in the long run, regardless of the result. Forget about the result, it's all about fitness. But in terms of Liverpool players that stood out for me today, I thought Curtis Jones was really good in that first half. He I know he's meant to be some like wonder kid and stuff, but he's showing it in glimpses now. In the first 10-15, I thought he kept hold of the ball a little bit too much, tried to show what he could do on the ball when he really just needed to play it around and be a cog in the machine. And once he started doing that, I thought we just looked really a lot better, to be honest with you. In terms of the defence, Van Dijk and Matip come back in there and they were both really good for me. I know they didn't have much to come up against in terms of a Bury attack perspective, but Van Dijk, every time Bury did have anything, he just stepped in and just dealt with it really calmly, as you'd come to expect from him. He's just boss. Joe Matip again, showing off his range of passing, which is ultimately his best skill trait for me. That ball for Origi, that's such a good ball. And now it looks easy because of the vantage point we have in terms of the camera angle. When you're stood where Joe Matip was, that ball is so difficult to play. Perfectly weighted. Origi should have done better, but what a pass from Joe Matip. I mean, yeah, pretty lacklustre first half, but like I said at the start, Bury defended well. In terms of that, I mean, Origi on that left-hand side just doesn't work for me. I feel like he needs to be the man on the end of the crosses. Him crossing the ball to Daniel Sturridge just doesn't work. Daniel Sturridge isn't going to jump for that, and Origi doesn't have the quality in terms of the pass for that, in my opinion. As a two, I think they work really well. Origi can be the outlet ball for Sturridge to play through, or, you know what I mean? As a two up front, I think they'd work really well, but we're not really going to see that. So I think it was just putting bodies in there, really, so can't look too much into it. I just don't think Origi on that wing position's good enough for what we want to do. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. I hope I am. That left-hand side was quite good, though, first half and second half. Obviously, first half, you had Moreno overlapping. I thought he was okay. He created a few little chances in there. Sturridge could have scored. Robertson, again, second half, really good. He looks like the season could start tomorrow and he'd be fine for me. He made some really good last-ditch tackles in there, tracking back. He made some really good balls into the box and he was on corners as well. Just nice to see him back in there. I can't wait to see him step it up next season and be even better than what he was. I mean, we had no expectations of him the start of last season, and what a player he became. He's just going to get better. It's boss. One that's been really quiet for me, quietly impressive, has been Phillips, the centre-back. I thought he's just been really composed for all three of these pre-season games, and he looks calm on the ball. He's got a good range of passing. He just deals with everything in the box, and I think it says a lot that Gomez has been shifted out to the right-back position while Phillips is there. And I know, obviously, Gomez knows that position a lot better than Phillips would, but Gomez has been put in there, let Camacho go further, and then they've put Phillips in there. I think that speaks volumes to just how much they rate Phillips in terms of that role. And look, I think he's quite good in terms of what's he going to be, like a 5th, 6th choice centre back maybe. Sound, just have a bit of youth there. He might not play at all, but it's good just to see him, and that he could be our future centre-back in a few years. You never know. He seems to fit that style really well. Another one who's played really well for me second half was Adam Lallana. I thought he was sharp. His touch was really good. He was looking to start attacks. He was the one with the impetus to go forward, and especially his link-up play with Naby Keita, who again is just impressing every week. He's just coming in and fitting that system so well, and you can tell that he just steps into the position. He knows where he needs to be. He knows what he needs to do. There's some of the trickery in and around the opposition's penalty box. He nearly got a little snapshot out of his feet, but he's just looking a class act. His passing's really good. His movement, his positional awareness. He's going to be some player, and I just can't wait to see him start to develop over this pre-season and then ultimately start playing for us in massive games and just dominating the midfield, he's going to be immense. It was nice to see Grabara get on the pitch as well. I mean, just to get him on the pitch, I know he didn't have much to do there, but just get him there, give him some first team experience and the opportunity to show what he can do. Look, we'll probably see him against Blackburn. A lot of people have been asking why wasn't Danny Ward playing. He's basically going to play the 60 minutes in the Blackburn game, and Grabara's going to come on, is what we've been told. Jurgen Klopp did an interview before the game. So I mean, as a run out, as a fitness exercise, it was fine. We would have liked to have seen goals. Of course, we want to see Liverpool score, but you know what? More minutes on the pitch for a lot of these youngsters, more fitness for the players who are going to be in and around the team next season, and it only bodes well. Chris and Paul's match reactions are out now, so go and watch them. We'll be doing a final word once they get back from Bury to this office. We are going to be doing a final word on the Redmen TV, so check that out. Just talking about in-depth on the players and how we thought they played. And yeah, let us know who you thought was the standout player for Liverpool, who you want to see make a name for themselves in this Blackburn game next week. And yeah, nice one for watching, everyone. See you later.